than more than 15 degrees centigrade, but still some people sick. Hello, Duncan.
In and good.
Yes.
Yeah, you look great,
Start with
Duncan.
a warm up, and then we'll move to the chair. Okay. All right.
Chair yoga. Wow. You create by yourself.
Yeah, yoga for
Tai Chi. You go.
Look, my yoga chair is here.
Do we need a chair tonight?
Chair yoga.
Yeah.
Start in a kneeling position.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, this is Seiza. So I'm crossing my feet. Like that. Okay. All right.
So. We're studying now?
Yeah.
Okay, then I have to close my microphone.
Okay. Vision digest flow. Hands slide up to the top of the thigh. Press the shoulders high. Strong exhale through the nose option. Let's juice up the body. Exhale, squeeze belly, squeeze diaphragm. Get a little high, get a little dizzy, then pause. Tongue up. And breathe deep through the nose. Samavriti pranayama. Equal length in and out. Inhale, 1, 5. Exhale, 1, 4, 5. Okay. Take your thumbs and hook your upper side rib. Exhale, close the front. Inhale, open the back. And side body. Exhale, close the front. Inhale, open the back and the side body. One more. Okay, backs of the hands on the upper thigh, push down. Check the wrist, check the shoulder. Okay, spread the fingers out, thumbs forward, press down into the ground. Okay, and flex the spine, flex the toe. Take the thumbs, the finger stance from Butterfly Mudra, thumbs to the middle, and grip in, finger stance, Tiger Mudra. All right, the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, hug in, right? Drop the shoulders back and flex up. Okay. And press. Forwards. Good. And hands down. Basic hand press is fingers spread with index forward. Okay. Stand down. Feel like I'm a little far away, but let's see how it goes. And walk it out. Yeah. Press one heel down and lift up. Sorry, let's start over. I think I had the volume off. Volume up, light up. Okay. I beg your pardon. So take the thumbs and hook the side rib. Right. Exhale, close the front body. Inhale, open the back and side body as much as you can. Repeat. Tongue up. Option Maha Mudra. And breathe through the nose. Okay. Or exhale, S the sound. For the core prana. Inhale, expand the back. And side body. Exhale, close the front. Okay. Inhale, expand the back. Okay, once again, if you didn't hear me, sorry, we'll push the top thigh, press forward, and get strong with a little fire prana. Little contraction on the core. Do that until you get satisfied. Then once again, tongue up, breathe deep, nice and slow. Samavriti pranayama, equal expansion and contraction. So let's count for 5. And exhale for 5. And repeat. Once again. Okay, great. Let's turn the backs of the hands to the top thigh. Check the wrists. Try to straighten your arms by lifting your shoulders. Okay. You're going to come into butterfly mudra. Spread out thumbs forwards. All right. You're going to press the ground. You're going to hug in. Shoulders back. And flex up. Okay. Beautiful. Stay here or stand down. Okay. Plank forward. You kneel down, okay? Legs up again. Long shoulders, strong ribs. Then the thumbs will move to the center on the thumb tip. And then you will grip. So that's Tiger Mudra, finger stand. Thumbs move to the middle. Okay. And grip. Up, drop, and flex. Beautiful. Wait here or stand down. Option. Beautiful. Put the hands down. Basic hand press. Just fingers spread with the index forward. Okay. I'm gonna come onto the pedicure, onto the toes, fronts of the feet, hug, drop, and flex. Weight here, or a little stronger, knees up. All right. Okay, we'll come back to Seiza, or kneeling meditation pose, the feet crossed. Okay. And we're gonna come up, try to squeeze the heels together. All right, we're gonna inhale, pull back. All right, exhale, flex out. Okay, inhale. Shoulder blades together, sit bones together. Inhale, back, exhale, press it out. One more. Exhale, flex it out. Okay, now we're going to inhale back. We're going to push the top thigh, get long spine. Shoulder blades back. Okay, repeat. One more. Nice. And again, this time we'll hammer the hips, get the ribs over the fist, palms to the core, like a V with fists. Okay. Yoga Mudra. And repeat. Okay. Exhale. One more time. Exhale, press. Okay, and we'll flex the toes, feet close together. All right, check your toes, check your ankles, your arches in your feet, feeling that. Okay. And then we're gonna sit down, get the sit bone slightly back. Squeeze in, resist. All right, gonna inhale, hold, Prana Kumbhaka, and lock. Exhale, press it out. Moving from lower core to upper core. Inhale, hold, again. Exhale, press it out. I know you're feeling the toes, that's tough stuff. That's tough stuff. Let's try again, one more. Exhale, press. All right. Gonna come into a wider stance with the toes flexed and squat, basic squat. And press back. You try to come into a prayer, namaste. Lift the chest. We'll draw the bow. Try to clasp the fingers together like a hook, or hold the wrist of the crossing arm. Okay. I'm going to try the other side. Thumbs up. Open that shoulder. Take the neck. And try to clasp. Okay. Okay. Gonna get the elbows towards the floor. Get the upper arm into the shin. Right? You can press deeper. Drop in, the shoulder down. Press into the shin, hands down. Figure spread. Press in. Okay. Hands down, heels up. Okay. All right. You can stay on the ground. You can lift your hips a little bit. And try to bring your feet together. Your heels high. And you can try to straighten your arms if you want. Okay. Or just stay on your feet. That's okay. Yeah. All right. Then we'll just take it back. You walk back. We'll roll it out. All right. Relax the toes. Squeeze the thigh. Press up. And shift back a little. Check your shoulders. Press back and rest. Okay, then we'll stand it down and walk it out. Hold one heel down. Lift one leg up. Check the square shoulder like a plank. Keep those shoulders square. Stretch the back leg and work that shoulder, front rib. Drop it out. Get a little strong. Pull back. Roll it out. Press up. Take it back. Walk it out. There you go. Get the other heel down. Open up. Okay. Square the shoulder. Keep that alignment as you press back. Shift forward. A little strong, a little long. Long leg, long spine. Drop it out. Okay. Press it out. Start to get that lower spine. Release that lower back. Strong front. Long tail. Okay. Go up to stand. We'll roll up to stand. Turn to one side and squat down. Roll up. Shift to the other side. And drop. Inhale, roll up. Turn forward. Namaste. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, lace down. Find your inner heel. Try to stand up and reach up. Squat. Reach up, squat. Up, squat. Prayer down. We'll take it back. We'll roll it out. Now press up. Exhale, press back. All right. I'm gonna take the right leg, whatever leg you want to start with. Open one leg and step forward. Keep your back heel up and lunge. Good. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, press back. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, press back. Hold back, hold back. Let it go. Straight arm okay, or a little strength, a little stronger, okay. Press up and press back. Let's try the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Back heel stays higher than lunge. Inhale, exhale, lunge, and hold. Right, and inhale, kick back. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, take it down to your personal limit. Little flex, little press. Okay, take it up. And inhale, exhale, back. All right, right foot forward, back heel down. You're gonna roll up, lace your thigh, roll up. Squeeze the elbows into the belly. Squeeze the inner thighs, pelvis forward. Short, wide stance, okay. Long, lean stance, okay. Pull up with the elbows together and back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward straight. Then just lace and reach up. Prayer down, press and pull. All right. Then we'll open from warrior one and step to the sideline for warrior two. Okay. And we'll press the back of the hand into the lower spine. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, lift that chest from the lower spine. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, press back. Lunge in both directions. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Right? And we'll squat. Press the backs of the wrists together. Right? And then just circle from the squat. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale. Exhale. In. So press the thigh close to the knee. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist spine. Stretch groin. Careful there. Nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. Once again. Exhale. And we'll drop into the lunge, back heel up, lace down on the thigh. 1. Inhale up, exhale down. 2. In. X. 3. 4. 5. Hands down, kick back. Inhale back, exhale forward, and take your power. Press. Hands wide, thumbs on the edge. Okay, cross the ankles. Okay. Knees down, hug and flex. Okay. Inhale, forward chest. Exhale, press a little. Knees down. Okay. Little core. Okay. Inhale, press up. Exhale, press back. Okay, let's try the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Step forward. Back heel down. Lace the thigh. Flex up. Right. Gonna squeeze the inner thigh. Pelvis forward. Flex up. Elbows into the core. Arms on the ribs as much as you can. Inhale, pull up, elbows together and back. Exhale, forward. To the core. Okay. Inhale, back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Right. Prayer down. Push it out. Step to the sideline. Right. Okay. Now from here, we're going to press up and repeat the same sequence. Now back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale. In. Thumbs up. We'll take the backs of the hands together and squat. We'll circle. Inhale. X. In. X. Little resistance. Resist the backs of the wrist. Work those shoulder joints. Work that spine. Okay. One more. And press and twist. Long spine. Deep twist. One more. Once again. Okay. Drop and lunge. Lace and lunge. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands down. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, press. Little strength, knees down. Okay, little core. Then long spine. Chest forward. Okay. And press up and release your shoulders and your back and your wrists. All right, let's take a squat. Shake that lower back. Okay. All right. I hope you have a chair available. We're gonna do a little detox of internal purification, like Yoga Mudra, but with a chair. And it's a little bit shy topic, but if you're on a Western toilet, you're sitting down, or if you're just practicing in a chair, or if you're at the desk or in the car, there's a lot of things you can do in a chair that are very effective for digestion and releasing core tension and allowing that primary system of energy to flow, which is the digestion flow. When we're empty and we're full of nutrients, we're just flowing and purifying. That's what we're focusing on today. So we'll take a squat one more time. And I'm going to get a little closer now, because the first thing we have to make sure that we're doing right to protect our organs, especially ladies, because of the ovary and the different system, is to understand how is the mudra position. What is the mudra position? So the outer wrist touch the actual hip. It's like hammering the hip. So but the ASIS is the little bump on the front of your anterior superior iliac spine, anterior front, superior upper, iliac, ilium, the pelvic spine. It's like a spinal protuberance. It's like a little spine bump. That little hip bump, that is right below that is the top of the thigh. That's the hip. So that's the hip joint, right? But right above that, above the pelvis, is, if you're very careful, you can use your thumbs first soft, just above the pelvis, You very carefully work around the organs, not by moving the thumb, because that can be painful, but just a little pressure, and then only move the pelvis. The thumb is only pushing in slightly, not moving around. It just pushes in a little above, right above the pelvis, shifts side to side. That's your psoas, iliacus, connecting the lesser trochanter, the inner head of the thigh bone, to the up through the pelvis and the breathing diaphragm muscle up to the 6 points on the lower lumbar front of the spine, and that stabilizes. So when that gets tight, it pulls you back, which has to tighten up. And also deep of that to the colon relates to the digestion. So lots of good energy, lots of good tension releasing, and lots of good maintenance on the body. So we take the thumbs above the pelvis slightly, a little softer, go through the soft tissue, find that little muscle, and then shift a little bit. That's something. The next level, the slightly larger tool, which is the fist. So we take the outer wrist to that ASIS, that hip bump is basically above the hip joint, and then you just press it like that. And then you push down on the top of the thigh, like hammering the thigh and the hip at the same time. Lift the chest, the ribs will come up, the spine, lower spine, well, the spine will lengthen, and then those outer wrists on the hip, the palm will go right in under the rib, right there. So if you were to straighten your fingers, it would look like a V, like a little bikini, right to the symphysis, pubis, right to the pubic bone, the front of the pelvis, right? So you hammer the hip, you kind of lift the chest, keep the base of the thigh, turn the palm side towards the, the belly. And the stomach is in between the fist. Nobody's pushing the fist together. Everything is just exactly what I said. You can see that little space between the fist. There you go. Stay on the hip. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back. Right. Keep your breathing apparatus open. Don't collapse. And then just go in to that muscle. That's proper Yoga Mudra with technical therapeutic application. Now, again, like the thumbs, you don't want to try to move around your fist because that can be uncomfortable on the organs. All you're doing is pressing in, going into the core muscle, right? If your skin feels hot, it's getting stretched too much. So just try again. And then you go in, my fists are under my ribs, into my core muscle. Now, again, you just move the pelvis side to side. Don't move the fist. Then you'll get the muscle massage of the deep core, psoas. That's what we're doing. So inhale, pull up. Heels together, sit bones together. Activate the thigh, strengthen the spine. Hammer the hip, lift up. Get the fist under the ribs. Go in, keep the shoulders back, and just shift the pelvis side to side. Try to feel that massage. First on the core muscle, and then deeper, of course, it's working right to left in a circular fashion, the digestive process. Beautiful. All right, take a little break there on the knees, and we'll stand down and just work that out. Slowly become aware of the feeling of the core muscle just above the front of the hip of the pelvis. There you are. Okay. And you want to stretch that psoas. You get a nice long ex-core body stretch. You stabilize the alignment of the joints. Alignment usually refers to joints, right? That's the asana, the form. Try the other side. Okay. So the proper function of the muscle is to be without tension, and the organ without impaction, without any extra debris inside. So it's cleaning out the system, which allows the muscles to contract and uncontract, which of course, like squeezing the inner thighs, bringing the sit bones and tailbone together, bandha. So the muscle contraction, the asana mix, the vinyasana movement, which takes us into alignment of the joints. Okay, beautiful. Let's pull it back. Wonderful. All right, we're going to repeat that. It's pretty important. But we're going to take it into a slightly stronger level, which means I'm going to squat with the Yoga Mudra, which is an innovation that I practice that I did not learn in yoga. Yoga stops here. So if you want to just do this one, that's fine. The squat one is a little stronger if you want to release core tension from the muscles, core muscle, and of course, get the body cleaned out. All right, so what I'm going to do is repeat the same thing. Go into my Yoga Mudra. Oh, sorry. If you have Seidi in Japanese at ladies' time, if you're on your mints and you don't want to apply pressure there, today you can just push the thigh and lengthen the spine, and it's, make space, allow your elimination, so aponic purification, body to flow out. So you're pushing the thigh today, you're doing as much as you can, or whatever's comfortable. Everybody's different. If it's a light flow, then maybe it's okay, but you can have to feel that out for yourself as a lady. Okay, all right, so one more time. Yin Mudra is just push the thigh, upper thigh at the pelvis. Almost the same place, but at the hip. Or if you feel like it's okay, you can go in a little stronger. There you are. Of course, if anyone has the blessing of being with child, then today we probably wouldn't do very much. Of course, no direct pressure to baby. I just have to mention that. You could push thigh, baby love that. Make a little space and let the energy flow. But I'll let you figure that out. Of course, I'm not a doctor. I just have 3 decades of practice and teaching experience with women primarily. So I have to mention these things to make sure we're all okay. All right, so let's keep going. And the next level is to separate the feet, come into a squat, and try, if you can, to make space, get your ribs over the fists and wrists and go in. Maybe knees over the ankles is a little safer. Be able to lift your toes, be able to feel your heels. Okay, that's a little strong. And then, of course, you can come up and take the standard version, classical, stand up for Nauli Kriya for rolling action of the core like a belly dancer. But right now, you can push the thigh, lengthen the lower spine, try to straighten the arm. The shoulders high, but out of the neck. Beautiful, long lower spine. And this time, when you're pushing the thigh, you're not walking, you're not bending the knee. You're just twisting the whole body as one unit. There you are. Feel that spine rotating. Feel that stretch through the hip and the deep seat, the piriformis. Okay, if you want to go a little stronger, again, it's the same mudra from yin to yang. Okay, so inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I have a lot of new lights in here, so hopefully you can see me. Now, okay, we're doing that, right? The next level is the requirement of real yoga practice, which is Uddiyana Kumbhaka. It just means flying up and holding the belly with the empty lungs. So that's what, and this supports that. So this is the classical practice that relates to what we're doing today with purification. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. You can try it with me a couple of times. Whatever you're doing, you're going to try to empty out your lungs. And then do Rachika Kumbhaka. Hold the breath out for a moment. I know it's challenging. Straighten the arms. And try to lift up the belly. Relax the belly and inhale, relax. Just shift your hips side to side a little. Start to feel the effect of how so many feelings are happening inside, but especially an energetic flow, but especially the lower back, starting to feel a little release from tension, core tension release. Okay, that's a direct connect relationship. Let's try again. Relax the belly, inhale. Exhale, catch your breath. This is detox time, so if you feel a little dizzy or feel a little high, or even a little whatever, feel a little, that's part of it. So if you feel a little too much, it means to be a little more gentle, or maybe just take a break and take notes. All right. Now you notice I shifted my hip side to side. That's the beginning of control of the roll of the core, which is an internal massage. That's how we go deeper into elimination of toxins and tension in the frontal core. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. My hips moving side to side. Let's try that if you like, or just watch. I'm going to roll up, get a little length for my core. Hold the breath in, activate my thigh, which stabilizes from my seat muscles into my back. Beautiful. I'm empty out. Hold the breath out. I'm going to push up, okay? And lift and shift. Relax the breathing muscle, diaphragm and belly. Breathe in and out. All right, I'm gonna do a close up and show you how I slowly start to wiggle and get a little control of my abdominal roll, which supports the internal massage and energetic wave. So pardon me, I'm gonna get a little closer. We'll try that one more time together. Same thing, I'm just gonna see if I can show you a little closer. Oh, sorry, let's core it up, get longer and stronger in the spine, the legs, pelvis. Okay, I don't have the best light for that, so let me try to get a little more light there. Let's try that one more time together. Then we'll take a little break because we probably have some elimination going on, which means we probably need to make a little pee-pee, which in case we need that, or drink a little water, I'm going to take a break for that, for myself and for you. Take about 10 to 30 seconds for that, a minute or less. So let's try one more time together with a little more light. And by the way, if you're feeling like a little choky, like you need more oxygen in your muscle, then that's correct. You need to fire up and juice up. So let's do it. Beautiful. Now I'm going to empty out. I'm going to exhale, core up. Inhale, roll up, long spine. Enjoy that long, strong, balanced feeling. I'm going to empty out, hold it out, lift it up, lift and shift a little bit, okay? Here we go. Now, when we come back in just a moment, after a short break, I'll show you how to start to set up the control of that roll, and then we'll move to the chair. Namaste. I'll see you in less than a minute, about 30 seconds. Okay, let's take a little break, a little water, maybe a little pee-pee. Okay, good job. Be empty. It's safer and more comfortable and more effective. Okay, I'll see you in a moment. Thank you. All right. That is one old bell from Tibet. Let me tell you, that's old school. All right, I'm gonna try to see if I can see you for a moment. Yeah, hi, some people. Some people have the video on, some people don't. All right. But just in case you might have any questions, comments, or concerns, because this is deep internal work, I don't know if I can open up the audio. Let me just double check. Switch to test speaker microphone. I don't know if you can turn your volume on. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do, well, let's see, unmute.
Yeah, exactly.
Unmute.
Anyway, you know, like I
Are you guys all talking to each other the whole time? That's cool. Who else do I unmute? Unmute.
you know, and it's like what you were saying, you know, it's like I'm basically not showing respect to the people that created the Native Instruments keyboard by keeping it in a box. You know, it's like, are you should use it or you should let someone else use it.
Wait, is this part of our chat?
You know, hand you the Apollo just because like I knew that I wasn't going to be able to use it to its maximum efficiency. So,
is somebody talking on our chat right now? Can you speak up to me? Or is that a different volume?
fantastic. I'm very happy to hear that. Yeah, so
okay, that must be a different chat line. I don't know what that is. Can you guys speak?
that's yeah.
Okay, I don't know who's talking and you guys aren't talking to me. So maybe send me a chat. Let me check the chats. Okay, nobody's sending me a message.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna mute you guys because somebody's talking. They're not responding to me. I don't think it's from this chat. I beg your pardon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's good? Give me a thumbs up then. Nobody's talking. Are we okay? Everybody okay? All right, I'm gonna continue. Unmute, unmute, mute. Unmute, unmute. Shaolei, Angel. I don't know who was talking there, but okay, let's continue. I don't know what happened, but okay. Everybody's okay? All right, I'm gonna continue. All right. Enjoy. It's going good. You like this deep work? All right. Whatever that chat was. Okay. I'm gonna go back to my unpinned video. I am pinned. I don't want to waste any more time. Okay. Anyway, whatever that was about. Okay, so where were we? Okay. So how did I do this? How do you learn this before we go to the chair? You know, and so that's intense and that takes practice. I'm going to show you how I developed. I don't want to spend too much time there, but I'll show you how I helped a lot of people get that and they couldn't catch it. Let me show you my little steps, because when I learned, the Ashtanga masters would just do it and they say, okay, try it, but they didn't really give us technical steps. So I'll show you how I do that. Let me change the light back. Oh, that's bright. This is a super light. Whoa, a little blind there. Okay, now, how I develop techniques, one, is you set yourself up. You know, it's time sensitive. We can't hold very long, so I'll do each one step by step. I look like a panther to myself, like a cat. So the first step is to exhale, Rachaka Kumbhaka, Uddiyana Kumbhaka, lift it up, empty, and then shift your hips side to side. Let's try that one more time together. If you were just watching, or try again, or try it together now. First step is to shift, lift and shift, lift and shift. So if you need to juice up, juice up. Empty out. This is the fast track. S is the core prana, the core breath. Hold that out. Lift your belly up as much as you can up into your diaphragm. Release the belly and inhale. Exhale, detox a little bit if you do. You need that. Okay, good. The next one is what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my obliques where my side body connects, my upper core connects into my lower core through the abdominal, which is the internal, external obliques, the rotators, the core rotators of the spine. I hope you can hear me. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm just going to lift one hand off after I do the Uddiyana Kumbhaka, hold the breath out, lift the belly. I hope you can understand my English. Then lift the other hand up. And what happens is, what will happen is that when I lift up, I will no longer be using my stabilizer of my bones. I'll have to activate my dynamic muscle, which happens naturally. When you lift off, you have to work the muscle. It's just the body's response. Let me show you what that looks like, and then we'll try it together. We're almost good to the chair, so make sure that hopefully you have a chair available or a low table. Okay, let's try together. Release and breathe and check in. Give yourself a few deep breaths just to stabilize and, you know, center yourself. Make sure you're not dizzy. Let that pass. That's okay. All right. I hope you could feel that little bit of that side body core into the abs. Okay. These are very simple techniques, but I find them very effective. to transmit information to another person. The next one I developed is feels a little silly, but it's very effective, which is once I do Uddiyana Kumbhaka and lift up with emptiness, I do this little wiggle, believe it or not, and it activates micro muscles, little fine-tuned muscles, which actually will, when you slow it down, becomes a wave control of the abdominal muscle to massage the internal core and the deeper digestive system. And of course, balancing all of our functional hormones that keeps us sexy and optimal. All right, so that's gonna look like this. Let's try it, watch or try. I'll do it a couple of times. Okay, this will be the last one, probably before we go to the chair. Thanks for your patience. Okay, this looks like this. Maybe I'll get the light again. I have this light too. I'll go right here. Okay. Release and inhale. Konnichiwa. So I'm going to do that a little closer with the super 5,000 watt mega light that I got for this program. Okay, I do it again, one more time together. Okay. Inhale, exhale. If it's hard to feel that, don't care. I just offered that because I find it so effective. All I'm doing is I'm just wiggling my hips, basically, to try to find a micro muscle inside. Small movement activates small muscles. It's how the body works. Do it one more time. And then you slow it down, see if you can catch that roll. That starts fast and small, then it gets slow and big, and that's, you know, like that. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, that's traditional way to purify internally. And by the way, to my knowledge, I was told, I can't know that it's a fact, but according to science reviews and yogis especially, it's this Uddiyana Kumbhaka is the only way to massage the heart physically without any invasive action, which means the diaphragm is lifted up into the heart and actually massages it, which is phenomenal. To massage your heart, that's beautiful. So one more time, Uddiyana Kumbhaka, then we will go to the chair. Okay. So you're massaging your heart. It's Father's Day around the world. I don't think it is in Japan, but it's Father's Day around the world, give or take a day on the time zone. And for all us men and women that have that paternal instinct to protect our community, it's part of the paternal side of our Shiva self. We're all Shiva Shakti self, beyond sex of man or woman, but we all have masculine, feminine, yin yang, yin toyo. So we're all part of that paternal masculine side of ourself that balances us out. So God bless us for that. We had Mother's Day last month for our maternal Maitri yin nurturing source, and then we also have the expansive kind of protective ring around the tribe. So let's just take that in for a moment. I'm going to do one more time. Uddiyana Kumbhaka, massage my heart. So I'd be kokoro zuyoi, which means strong heart. Have kor, have courage, right? Okay, come on. Okay, beautiful. That was so nice. Another thing is that when we do this internal massage, we do this organ colonic therapy, digestive therapy, and core release of core muscle tension. And not only does it detox, but it also makes, can surface toxins and tension quite a lot in the back. So let's just make sure we're okay so far. So I'm gonna do Yoga Mudra one more time. And I'm just gonna go inside, hammer my hips, go inside. I'm gonna shift my hips side to side. See if we can start to feel the effects of when we purify the front, how it frees the back, lower back, lumbar. Okay, lumbar, beautiful. All right. And the fastest way to release tension in the lower back, I'm just crossing my leg and like that. So I'm sitting like zazen, but I'm taking a stance, right? Matsidra, so fish gone. And I'm gonna take opposite arm and leg and just draw my bow, which will take me into my lowest spot, take us into our lower back. And push the earth. If I want to go deeper, I'm going to go outside the thigh with my arm, Just go a little deeper. Feel my digestive organs and all of my juicy organs downstairs, shifting past the muscle shifting past the bone. And then let it go. And counter pose, like a matsun, like a mayura, like this kind of thing, like an arm lock. So I'm just gonna come, we did the twist, right? I'm gonna come around and lock out. And just shift that lower back. Great, and then you can judge and kick or whatever, Now I've got that, and I'm gonna rock up my spine on the floor. I have tatami, so if you don't have a straw mat floor, the traditional Japanese Zendo, then you can just use a mat. Be careful, use a blanket. I've interlaced. I've just got that hook. If that's a little pinchy on your bicep nerve, there's a lot of nerves in there, then you can just go inside and do Hasta Baddha Pada, hand binds foot, interlace again, whatever. Go a little deep, let the leg stretch, open the back. Long leg, long spine. So open the back of the leg. I'm OG, I'm new to the game. All right. You want to look up this playlist. It's the longest playlist I've ever known. And it's called Trapanese, like Japanese, but with trap, drum and bass. So Trapanese, it's on Spotify. Anyway, it's badass. I play it every week. I hope you like it. Real song. No. You have to do that. I'm just gonna do the other side. Gonna cross my leg, like I'm just crossing my leg. Then I'll step over and opposites hook, right? And twist. Thumbs up, shoulders rotate out, heart bones expand, collars expand. Full Shakti, open that chest. Heart, full heart chakra. Then we go up, little support. Reach for the lucky star. Touch the feet of the guardian angel. It's always there, protecting us. And hook it out and go deep. Start to work those organ. Core muscle. Feel that lower back, so good. Beautiful. If you can not fall, stay here. We'll go a little deeper. Okay. Namaste is heart high. That's moving up the spine. And Yumiya, draw the bow. Archer's pose, that's looking down the spine. Okay. So all that work, all that yoga is all internal purification and external strength. Beautiful. All right, that was fun. Let's take the soles together. Make a diamond. Just kind of lean forward. Check the back. Check the front. Maybe turn your hands, whatever, out and you twist a little. Yeah. Keep that inner shoulder blade. Uchiro Kinga Kotsu, O Nobite Kudasai. Stretch that inner shoulder blade a little bit. Get those ribs. Uchiro Kotsu. Ribs off the spine. Beauty. Little deep core detail. All right. I think I better check the time. It's always need more time to do things so well. Come on the backs of the hands and press. Work out the wrists. Of course you can go deeper. This is the easy, this is intermediate, this is advanced, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna gyrate my pelvis to spiral my spine. I'm gonna come to my finger stance. I'm about to pull out the chair, believe it or not. So I'm just gonna rotate my pelvis. Try to work my front, side, and back equally. It's quite nice. Exhale, core, tiger pose, right? And inhale, dog. Right? Woo! Right? Woo! Cat, dog. There's no cow in there. I don't know where that came from. Right? Cat, dog. Right? And put it all together. Tiger. And wolf. Tora to okame. Beautiful. Okay. Super fun. It's all ages program for big kids. I'm gonna get the chair, get a little closer. And I hope you have a chair, and we'll go a little deeper now. Let me check the time. Okay, namaste. If you need to take a break, that's fine. And pull the chair out now. Okay. Any chair will do, or a low table. There you go. I'm gonna use Abba-chan's chair with so much respect and love. I feel her spirit every day. When she passed, I took this old temple house and all of the things she left to me. Beautiful old solid treasures. Okay, okay. I gotta get a couple of props, and I didn't mention props when I posted this. One thing everyone has is a yoga mat, so that's why I like to use the yoga mat as a very solid prop. In today's case, I'll use it a little bit. If you want to try it with me, it's quite good. I do this in my teacher's training, but I'll get a mat, an extra mat. I have handy here. And if you don't have your own studio, I don't know if you have your own props, but you don't need it. It doesn't matter, but I have a couple of blocks. This is my studio home in the Kyoto forest, deep Miyama forest. You can always find me here at the Instagram or Facebook, Kyoto Yoga Zendo. Like a dojo, but it's a hall for Zen, for meditation. Okay, so I'm gonna let me back up a little bit. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to put the blocks, one more back, in case for whatever reason, just like if you're on the toilet, this all applies to the Western toilet. Of course, a squat toilet is great. I upgraded to a washlet because I like the bidet and I like to sit and drink my coffee, whatever, but you can do this. There's a lot of squat work. The squat work we did, you can do everything we're doing sitting, you can do squatting. In any case, you might want to have it just like at a colonic therapy clinic. I don't know if you've ever done that, but they'll give you a little step so you can get more into your core. So that's an option. I don't really need it in this low grandma chair, but that's something that can be very helpful. But the main prop I'm going to use just for a moment before I go into the body mudra therapy. Now I can get a little closer. You know what the blocks did. You don't need to see my feet that much. I would rather you focus on my core today, but I'll back up if I need to. So I'm going to take the rolled mat, just like the Yoga Mudra. Now I'm going to put it on the top of my thigh, as close to my pubic bone as possible. You know, and then I'm going to push it down, just like I do on the thigh. Now I have a prop. I'm going to get my skin, my muscles, and my spine out, right? And I'm doing Yoga Mudra with a soft, cushy, but firm, in this case, pure rubber jade mat. Sponsored me for so long, so I say thank you to Jade. So I come over now. Oh, it's a little strong, so if it's a little much, I'll show you a softer version. This one is basically pushing top of the thigh ribs over, just like the finish, and a little bit pushed down on the mat. So that's something a little bit strong for me right now. I feel a little tender, so I'm going to show you how you can do one side. I just put it like I'm carrying the mat, but I put it right in my hip crease, right? Just on one side. Then I push it down and lift my rib over and go try to get that side rib. Open the side, open the spine. Every time I open my side rib, my upper core, it releases my back. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to push onto the mat and just lean. I know it's uncomfortable, so do as much as you can. Just like massaging the tension out of your jaw joint, you know, go in and up. If you have short nails as like a proper athlete, you know, or therapist. Oh, that's painful, but it's so good for you. Oh, little face yoga. Right? In this case, it's also painful, but it's good for you. Do what you can. You lean a little forward. Try to get your rib over the mat a little bit and just go in one side. It's a little less intense, a little less pressure on the stomach if you ate today. Most people eat, you know. This is a little more the side core. Right, a little less on the belly. Then you can go to the side body, a little bit side rib, a little down your thigh. Then you can bring your arm in and get, you know, do an arm lock. Just lean on that. Stretch one side, massage the other side. Go back in a little lower one more time. Try to get a little bit of twist into that side body. Okay, I'm gonna try the other side. I'm gonna bring it to the hip, push that down, get my rib over, lean into it a little bit. All right, I did my right side first. Sorry, it's a mirror, but and then my left side last. I'm trying to work the digestive flow direction from right to left like this. And yeah, a little bit of this thing going on. Okay, so that's why we twist right first in yoga, then left, which helps us digest. Okay, push that thigh, get that rib a little bit over. Go in a little bit. Might be a little shock at first if you don't do deep therapy yet with the organs. All right, then you come a little down the thigh, drop the arm in, do an arm lock maybe, just kind of hook around and lean into that. Beautiful. Okay, and of course for the lower back, you can put it behind you. If the chair has a back, I don't know if your chair has a back, if your chair has a back, you can put it behind you and get it not to your pelvis, not to your sacrum, but to your lumbar, your lower back, or whatever's comfortable. Then scoot back and lean into that. Step forward a little, so you have some resistance, right? And you can't see my feet. I don't want to be too far away. I'm going to scoot up again, but just step forward a little bit and then push your thigh close to the knees. Lean back into that rolled up mat. Hopefully you have a back, a strong chair you can lean into it. To be fair, most people's chairs are really weak, like most furniture nowadays. It's not strong. If you have solid furniture in your home, but then hopefully you can do this option. The side view is like, you know, just beautiful. All right. Okay. I'm going to put the mat down and move on to the mudra hand pose. We practice. All right. So now we get a little closer. One thing I'll tell you that you can't see my feet doing is that I'll lift my heels up when I want to go get a little deeper massage. So just like in yoga, if I lift my heels up, I'm going to be able to go a little deeper. Just like on the toilet, I can lift one heel up, and it helps me to go a little deeper. So if that works for you, I'll just keep reminding you about that. But I want you to see a little closer what I'm doing with my hands and where I'm placing them. So just like we did earlier, first I'm going to push the top of my thigh, right? I need to get a clock in here. I beg your pardon. The music is stopping my phone clock. Let me get another treasure, old wooden framed clock. So time flew, and I thank you for your patience, but we're not done yet. So let me just show you the things that I want you to walk away, the standalone practice. From now, it can be done in the chair, but this is also what you could do on a Western seat toilet, very effective. So we start on the right side, push the top of the thigh, and lengthen the spine. Then you can interlace your fingers with your thumbs side by side and kind of push the wrists down like a block into the thigh, which is the groin, but it's really the thigh bone. And kind of press the base of your palm, your wrist, into your pubic bone. Okay, so you can open your hands, that's more comfortable, but if possible, try to put your hands together and you're gonna pull in gently. So I push the thigh down, lengthen the spine, get the ribs over, and then the backs of the wrists will go into the pubic bone. And I lean into that. And my forearms are what's doing the work under my ribs, okay, into my colon. So, very good stuff. That'll get things going. I don't know if you drink fresh juice or drink very strong tea or a little matcha or some, if you, like me, coffee and matcha, I do it all, but that's something. This is very good. The next thing you can do as things starts going, a little more flow. You know, if you need to go a little deeper, if you have any impactions, or if it's a little bit hard waist and it's a little not flowing, or you feel a little pain, you gotta go for that, straight to the pain. You know, you're old enough now, you know what that kind of pain feels like. It's trying to eliminate any biosolids. So that's the first thing you do is you make in martial arts, it's gonna be like a leopard strike. Tiger, not a tiger strike, but a leopard strike. So it's not a fist, but it's like this and this, and a little arch like a spine in
you know, with the fingers back. And that makes this really strong. But anyway, it also works really stabilized, safe for your fingers to go right in, you know, right above the hip again, right above the pelvis. Basically, you touch the ASIS, the anterior superior iliac spine that we talked about, that little bump. You kind of press towards that, and you just kind of, it will roll up above the pelvis, go right proper through the psoas, to the core muscle, into the digestive tract. And you just get used to that kind of strength, that kind of tool, and just, that's something. Then if that's a little bit intense or doesn't work for you, you don't have that kind of strength yet, just a soft fist, again with the outer wrist, just right there, palm up, so the outer wrist goes right in there, just like we did in Yoga Mudra, but we do one side. You can lift your, if you relax your belly, you can get under your ribs and lift them up. That's a very good massage. All that fascia, all that web that connects the muscle and the skin to the bone. Try to lift that up. Then I'm going to hammer my hip. I'm going to go in. If it's here or here, both okay. This one's a little stronger. Like that. This time, instead of pushing the palm in like the bikini line, we're going to try to keep the outer wrist like palm up. And make sure it doesn't hurt. If it feels kind of weird, then just back off from the stomach and go more towards the core, more towards the colon. But once you're in there, I'm going to lift my heel up a little bit just to get a little more massage. Then I do the twist. I can bring my feet closer together, bring my heels up. You can see that what's happening. And I go out, all right? If you're pushing the wall, you're close to the wall on your toilet or your chair, or you could reach for the floor. And what's happening is that it's in there, the outer wrist is in there, going in, ribs over, and then I go out and I twist as I let that fist kind of press in. In this case, on one side, I do push in a little bit, but I don't want to hurt my wrist, so I kind of just let it happen. You know, I push a little bit, but not that much. I just let the body do it, and then I twist. This is the right side first. This is proper elimination. I've been doing this for so many decades, and I need to be empty, working and teaching all the time and practicing all the time. So I learned how to completely be empty like a proper yogi, like a healthy person. So, okay, that's something. And then we go to the other side. We go to the left side, and we hammer the hip with the outer wrist. We let that kind of palm, okay, or try to stay on the point with the palm up. And then you go in like that. That might be enough for you. Just a little twist. Okay, whoa. Make sure you realize the fist is not really doing most of the elimination. It's the forearm that's pushing deeper into the colon, which is large and goes way back. So you'll realize when you start doing the massage, like, oh my goodness, it's not really just my fist, it's a lot of forearm. So that's what happens when I go into the twist, like just like that. And then the forearm is, if I can get the forearm under the rib, the floating rib, the 12th rib, then I can get a little more release action. So to be honest, when I go in, whatever I'm doing, and sometimes I even grab my foot if I can, that's a lot of my elbow, but it's even better if you can go a little deeper, not elbow to knee, just like yoga, but upper arm to thigh. You want big bone to big bone, protect the joints and more effect. Again, you need to lengthen the spine, lift the ribs, don't go in compressed. That's not going to work at all. Remember the technique. Just like our yoga, you've got to, Yoga Mudra, you got to get in there low, but lift high. Then you can get the rib completely over the forearm. You'll learn, you practice, and then you go in. This is very good. I feel very confident about this with so much experience. Then as I twist, I let my elbow go, shoulder blade down. I want the forearm, as I mentioned, to go under the rib all the way around as far as I can, where the real action happens on elimination. And if it's not your thing, if you're not bimpy in Japanese, if you're not that constipated or you don't have any digestive issues, you're flowing fine, like me mostly, then you're releasing core tension in the muscles and massaging any tension in your organs. So it's all good. It's all so many benefits, and that's that. Okay, that's something amazing. Okay, let's see what else can we do with a few minutes together. Let's review and see what else I might have forgotten. So push the top of the thigh, lift the chest, shoulder blades back, very free, and stretching out your chest, right? You're stretching out your ribs. You're releasing tension from your neck and shoulders. And then you're doing your Yoga Mudra soft, pushing the thigh. The next one is you can interlace. So keep your hands open. It's pretty gentle. I don't get much out of that personally. I like to close my hands so that when I do push my thighs down a little bit, or I can do more here, then I go right into my pubic bone gently. I'm being dynamic to animate what I'm doing, but it's very slow and gentle. I'll go right to the pubic bone and I go right in. Again, it's my forearms that's doing most of the work. Clearly pushing my pubic bone is not going to do much release for my organs, but the forearms get in really nice all the way back under the lower side rib, and that's what you're looking for. And you find that to be very effective. And then from there, you could move the outer wrist to the hip, lift up, let that go under, and that's, pretty amazing too. And then you can get feet close together, heels up, a little deeper massage, whatever, or feet on a block. And then you cross as much as you can, avoid the joints, go for the big bones, and go in and twist. Twist is the key to wring it out. It's beautiful. Just release tension with the body. It's so good, so amazing. And then you do right side, my right side, your right side, then your left side. Go in, come in. That's a lot right there. And the more you look back, the more you go deeper, the more effect you're gonna get. And then of course you can go a lot deeper and really work it in that forearm. And so good, so amazing. Heels up, or heel up on the active side only, is even more nice, very effective and nice. And then what will happen once you get things moving, you'll notice that it's not all about this. Then it's about a pranic energy, lifting up the prana, the fiery energy, lengthening up, and the gravity is doing its thing now. Aponic, downward water flow, elimination. So just lifting your chest, and then finally, whether you're digesting or whether you're just aligning, it's being spacious for energetic flow. Physical flow makes energetic flow. That's all we practice. And the breath is the key that connects the physical to the energetic or the spiritual, right? Our angel body, rainbow body. So when you get tall and let that also do a lot. So you're like, whoa, thought you were done. And we're talking about digestion. Just make sure you get tall and just check in and just be straight. Let gravity drop everything out that you don't need. Energetically as well. If you're meditating, same stuff, And I didn't mention before, but I don't know if you practice to that level, but Uddiyana Kumbhaka, or exhale retention with the lift of the abdominal core, which supports the lift of the pelvic floor, is easier to get the ribs and pull them up. And boy, there's that amazing release point. And below the base of the large toe, and Boshikyu into the arch, there's all that middle foot below the base of the toe. That's all lungs and ribs and thoracic middle spine, among other gorgeous things in the back, middle foot, middle spine. So, the release of tension in the ribs is what frees the spine and opens the energy. So you can also, stand on the edge of a shoji, a sliding wood, or stand on a pin or any kind of little massage tool. And that also helps release your ribs. You're like, wow, there's a direct connect between my middle arch and my ribs, which opens my spine, which allows the energy to flow. So emptying out, or tiger body, lifting up, empty. Don't fear. Don't fear. Body's pretty strong. Got us this far. So whether we're digesting, whether we're eliminating, or just clearing, it's all relatable. And Maha Mudra, Mahaprana. Tanga, breathe deep, and feel the effect of today's practice, wherever you are, however you are, whatever you're comfortable with. You're on the floor, you're in a chair. Just base yourself by feeling your sit bones grounded, something fairly firm that sustains you. Exhale, close the front as always. And now open the back and side body. You can feel under your thumbs or under your hands. And then you can take your favorite mudra and just pause. Feel the effect of the practice. Yoni Mudra. Feel the nurturing source that sustains us all and protects us on our resonant journey. Take a few breaths. Breath by breath. Suddenly become aware of yourself inside yourself, breath inside the breath. Thank you. I can't figure out technical things. I'm analog. Remember the magical experiences from our earliest practice. They come back to us. God, I can tell you. I wish that I could figure out how to talk with you. I can now see some of you. I can hear some of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or criticism, constructive, you can voice that now or just say hi. Most people just say hi. Namaste. How was that practice for you? You feel that? Left. Good. We got some thumbs ups.
Yes.
It's my party time. Another thumbs ups. Time for my party, which is prepare for hard work that I so love. But I'm here for you if you want to chat. Unmute audio. Unmute audio. Unmute. Unmute. Okay. We're good?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Can you feel that? Whoa.
Nowadays is really difficult.
That's good stuff.
Nowadays Korea is really difficult.
A little difficult. That's why we do those little techniques, and then we get there. And just remember why we do it. It's not a display. It's not an external expression. It's more of an internal purification. That's why we do it. If it inspires people, that's great. That's what's called a teacher. We're all teachers, but you know, mostly we practice for ourselves. So we figure that out over time. I'm glad we could practice for ourselves together. I really am grateful that you showed up today and pushed me to practice. I wouldn't have practiced this without you, and I really needed it. So thank you. And I'm going to sign off if everybody feels okay. Nobody's in pain. We're good.
Fine, everything's all right. And I think this is really good for after Geburtsgiving. So for the for the bowel nature, then it's really feeling better, feeling good.
Great. There's a whole nother practice. Of course, I wouldn't know anything about that, but working closely with women for so long, you know, most of the students in yoga are women. You know, I've been teaching so long, and I learned a lot of the early lost techniques, lost because they're not practiced anymore, from Danny Paradise and all the old school Western Ashtangis, Mula Bandha rocks, all the ancient Kama Sutra, all the sitting on the heel, Janushasana 2B, and all that stuff, and some other great yoginis that I learned along the way. All the pressure points, all the Kegel work, all the rebuilding of the pelvic floor, all the postnatal stuff. I took, you know, very high level people that would have me killed if I did anything wrong through birth, including Madonna and some other and all the civilians and celebrities, all different kinds of beautiful souls. I've taken a lot of people, gotten people into balance. I'm not tooting my horn, watch me put it on, but after I work with people, they get pregnant, it happens a lot, or people during pregnancy or after pregnancy. If people are interested, ask other mommy friends. I have a lot of experience with redeveloping the pelvic floor and internal muscles of the sexual organs for man control and women regeneration. So as a tantra, I know a little bit about that. So if people are interested in that, I can do that in a live class in a very respectful environment. I'm very knowledgeable about activating Bandha workshop. I understand those techniques. As all the traditional yogis knew about, that's not really in the new generation consciousness.
Yes, please.
Yoni Mudra.
Yoni Mudra, all that stuff. These are energetics, but I'm talking about physical massage directly to the Mula Bandha that activates this tower and flows the energy. But I'm going to stop there, and we can get into that stuff. I know as the group grows, we can explore a lot of things. So, but thanks for bringing that up. Postnatal work is very important, Mommy. Congratulations. Good job. How's your baby?
Good.
Great.
Actually, I gave birth about 2 times. No, one time in 2018. It was 34 weeks and baby was dead. No, one time. No? Then, yeah, and then after 3 or 4 months, then I do. Then after the new baby come. Then now Frank, his name means Frank. Frank is now about 50 months now.
Wonderful. Spirit returns. Really, beautiful.
Yeah, I'm so happy. So, and first,
yes, you are. That's a great blessing.
Yeah, it's a big blessing. First of all, I lost one baby. No? Yeah. And then after, so that means in 2018, I gave birth, but death's birth. No? And then in 2019, I gave a normal birth. And there's a really lovely boy here. But yoga told me that I didn't give up myself.
That's right. It's good for you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I find out this pranayama, this Kumbhaka, no? This breathing practice is really benefit for my belly muscle nature.
Yes,
really,
it's the best.
It's a little tired, but it's really good for. It's really good for me.
It's the deep internal sit up. Yeah, it's a deep core work. It's good. All right, I'm going to say namaste and thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Next week, and thank you for jumping in. Thank you, Masha, for jumping in late. I really appreciate you pushed. I'm really grateful for that. Thank you. Hope that you enjoyed that.
Yeah, greetings on your babies.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're doing good.
They are 18 years now, no?
They're gonna turn 9 next month.
9.
Wow. 9, big.
Go so fast.
They're I left home at 10. I can't believe that now. They're just baby. I mean,
they start teaching yoga.
Yeah, they're my yoga teachers. Sure.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
It's a very good example they have.
Thank you. All right. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah. Namaste.
Thank you.